Hello friends, Namaste and welcome to my channel Reflects Positively with Richa Agrawal. Once, a guest who had come to visit a poor family's house observed that the only source of income was an apple tree which stood in their backyard. They earned their livelihood from sale of its apples. The family was completely dependent on this tree for its subsistence. The guest observed that essentially the family were good, intelligent people, but complacent, and that is why they were poor. He had an idea. Accordingly, he requested the family to permit him to stay over for a night. Before leaving the next day, he got up early morning and cut the apple tree, while the family members were still asleep. The poor family members were heartbroken and did not understand how their generosity and hospitality was returned with such a ghastly act. The only source of income was now cut off. The family members soon regained their composure and had to look at newer areas of livelihood. They had to struggle, but being intrinsically good and intelligent people, they succeeded and came out of this crisis. And in fact, they became prosperous. Years later, they realized that they were unknowingly tied and shackled to the apple tree which was feeding them, but actually also impeding their progress. Actually, the act of cutting the tree was not a devastating act, but exactly the opposite. The dependence of the family on the tree was actually cut off to facilitate the family to find itself and its true capabilities. Friends, the story emphasizes overdependence on anything or anyone and its stagnating effect. Overdependence is different from specialization, where one constantly does research and innovates. Overdependence here refers to complacency and reliance on something indifferently, under a false notion that the situation and environment will not change eternally. If we don't think or have backup plans or a wider vision, it is possible that, like this guest above, God, who may bring in an axe to cut that dependence, in which case the struggle to re-establish would be greater. We often cling to the things that are familiar to us, remaining stuck in our comfort zones, not willing to venture out, not willing to take risks. The possibilities are endless, but for most of us, they remain undiscovered. So, for the most part, our lives are mediocre instead of exciting, thrilling, and fulfilling. What is the fear that's stopping you from taking a risk? What is the weakness that's inhibiting your growth? Unless we cut off the tree we are clinging to and free ourselves, we can never take off and reach newer heights in our life. Success is not a comfortable procedure, friends. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attain. And success comes to only those who get comfortable when being uncomfortable. So, what are you waiting for? Cut the tree and take your flight. Friends, if you like today's story and its message, then do like it, share it with your friends and family, and do not forget to subscribe to get the notifications for future videos. Thank you.